There may very well be a better way to do what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do what I'm about to do because it's the only way I can do it. Howdy folks, welcome back. Simon here. Today we're working on the old build-off car. Yeah, 1941 Chevy. If you've been following along, this is what we got going on. Now that we got the body off the frame and off the floor and all that garbage removed that we don't need, we got to fix some things before we can start building some things, unfortunately. I think, oh boy, I'm adjusting my camera here, excuse me. All right, let's try this again. I'm not one to worry about a whole lot of rust repair. There's some rust, I just don't care. I think it's fine. But if it's structural, we kind of got to do something about it, unfortunately. We can't avoid it. I was trying to do some bending. It wasn't going good. I got one bend in it. It worked out all right. Then I tried to bend it back a little bit to make this step. Nope. She said, we ain't moving. So here we are. So what I think I'm going to do is change my plan, and I'm just going to lap it in on this side, and then I'll make another piece for that side, and it'll be probably okay, I hope. But before I went and did that, I thought, you know what? We should check and make sure we're sitting level and square and everything's where it's supposed to be before we start putting some solid metal back in here, because there's a lot of flex that's allowed when the metal is rusted and gone. As you can see, it's there's a lot of rust. That's a strap that reaches from the car all the way to my old electrical box over there. It's fine, it's OSHA compliant. And then another one on the other side to my toolbox, it's splaying it back out for me because she's sunk in a little bit. And we're sitting pretty good. My diagonals are off about 1/8 of an inch. So that's not terrible for me. But right now, it's sitting exactly where it needs to be for my B pillars. So what I think we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some reinforcing bracing in here. So these are where they're supposed to be before we start changing anything down here. And hope for the best. I don't know what else you do. We just gotta try going after it. I wanna get building, like actual building, but this is gonna be a problem if we don't take care of it. I'm probably overthinking and overdoing some of this, but probably not doing enough in other areas. That seems to be my forte. It is dead on, nuts on to the measurements I took before I cut the floor out of it. But the whole purpose of being out here today is I wanted to start fixing some rust, and all I've done is put a janky bend in a piece of sheet metal and put some X-brace in it, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I did add a jack stand under the rear B pillar. I'm not sure if that's shown on camera or not. And I added this brace to stop it from, my fear was when I went and started cutting this rocker out and cutting the rot out of it, that it was jack stand in the front and jack stand in the rear and it would want to splay out like that. And I was really nervous about that. So this jack stand back here should help carry the load of the B pillar. So hopefully it's less likely to do that. And then this bar, it's just 1/2 inch conduit. I don't know why I called it a bar. Should help keep the doohickey, the what you call it, this distance secure. As I look at this, I wonder if I should maybe cross brace it to there. I don't know. It's probably not enough. But in all honesty, see, this is what I do to myself. This is why it takes forever on this stuff, is I start thinking of all worst case scenarios and then not being educated enough to know if it'll make a difference. But I do know I've still got the floor and the firewall all attached between the A-pillars, so they shouldn't move. The roof is still attached, so it shouldn't splay out, but it could. I'm just gonna start cutting some of this garbage rot out of here, and we'll just start figuring out how to put it back together. It is definitely not gonna look like factory when we're done here. It's gonna be rough, but the rust should hopefully, well, it won't be all gone, but it'll be less. So that's something. We're just gonna start with a new cutoff wheel right off the way. Because we are gonna go through cutoff wheels. Let's get this on this side. I planned that out very well. That was smart. I am hoping to be able to use this. I'm thinking it'll be this outside edge. We're just gonna patch it in. It's kind of what I'm gonna do. Is just patch it all together. So we'll just force it to take shape and fit where it needs to be. I tried to put a little curve in it. That didn't work. It looks like it does. La-dee, la-dee-da. Let's get to cutting. Finally cutting some metal. I should have been a radio star. This, I don't know, I guess it's called a brake. It's cheap. I don't even know where I came across it or how I got it. I don't know. I ended up bending these handles. So I grabbed these crescent wrench and a pipe wrench, and I used that for my leverage points. I probably overworked it because now it's dragging on the edges. It'll probably wear itself in. Not really sure what's going on there. Who knows? But we got basically a bend. It did push back a little bit here, so that's not promising, but you know, we're not using the tool the correct way, obviously. Let's just tap her back. Oh, it's like brand new. Oh, that's probably why the clamp came loose. Weird. I told you folks, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We're just doing. So the bend's, I mean, look at the bend's not great. So I think I'm just gonna take the old hammer here and just kind of force it the rest of the way, because that's what I like to do, force things. It's not super pretty, but it should do the job. You'll notice I did try and heat it up with the old propane torch. That I don't think was very successful. I mean, that actually kind of looks like something. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's something. How do we think this is gonna look? Ooh-wee, that looks pretty darn good, actually. I'll be dang. That looks almost new. How do we want to do this? I'm actually thoroughly impressed with myself on that thing. I mean, like, look at that. I did that. It's actually damaged back here. It's like dented, and this is pushed in. This whole section had a dent in it. And I think that's part of the problem I'm dealing with here. I mean, that and all the rust. All the freaking rust. I did look up a new rocker, how much that was gonna cost. You know how much that was gonna cost? $225 each. That's $500 frickin' dollars or less, whatever, that I don't wanna spend. So we're not gonna spend it. We'll do our best to make it work and look as good as we can. That's all we can do. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's just put this baby in here, huh? I like it. Look at this, just so much dirt and rust metal in here. Yep, Simon, just commit and go for it. Okay, that's what we'll do. Well, YouTube, we have a problem. We definitely have a problem. This is way worse than I was expecting. I mean, I knew it was bad. I guess I was optimistic and hoping it wasn't as bad as it is. But I mean, it's bad. It's all garbage. There's just nothing there. I can't. There's just nothing. This looks like a plate somebody has bondoed over a rust repair. I'm not even sure what's going on there. So all of this has to be replaced. All of this has to be replaced. It's time to make some drastic choices here. I mean, it's good bondo. It's still holding. I'm not sure if this is an at-home repair job or some budget auto body shop did it, but they literally just bondoed a piece of sheet metal into there. Yeah, you can about imagine what that did to everything behind you. I can't really tell what they did. It's just all garbage. It's not giving me a whole lot to work with. I mean, that piece is solid. So there's that. But look, it's just, there's just nothing there. What do you, we can't do anything with it. There's nothing. I know I've said that like 10 times. I was not expecting this, unfortunately. So, desperate times call for desperate measures, people. We're changing course. Got to keep moving. And this is a waste of our time, honestly. It's all got to be remade. It's all got to be remade. Super awesome. Super happy about that. Yep, that's amazing. I love it. Love it. I love it so much. Because that rust is so freaking bad, there's just nothing to attach new metal to. We're gonna have to adapt and overcome this whole situation. I've got this body and I spent probably 3 hours getting very frustrated trying to get it squared and level. It's really hard to get a good measurement on anything because it's all rounded and curved, and body parts are crushed in certain spots that they're not crushed in others. Their bodies just had a rough life, so we're just doing the best we can here. I put the level on things and things level out, I measure it, and it's off anywhere between a 1/16th to an 1/8 of an inch, and I think I can live with that. You know, some of that's just gonna be imperfections of bodybuilding back in 1941, which was actually probably built in 1940, more than likely, just sold in 41, so it's even, you know, realistically older than that. But if I put my level on the bottom of this rocker, it's level. I put my level on the windowsill here, it's level. But that's really all there is for straight lines. This has a curve to it. This doesn't really seem to be as straight as it looks. It's been very difficult. I did start, you know, making measurements from here, 10 inches out, both sides, measure to the ground. It's within an 1/8 of an inch, I think. So it's pretty darn close. Seems like everything I do to adjust anything, it's just not holding. I don't know what's the deal, but I think we're gonna go with it. I don't know what else to do. So we broke the laser out. That's what we're doing now. This was always kind of the plan, to section this car, but I was hoping I could save the lower rocker and just cut this off and then section it up. But it's, like I said, it's just garbage. There's nothing there to move. So I think we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it off. That laser, if I get out of the way of the laser. I'm rambling, I know I'm rambling, I apologize. Just trying to make sure I cover all the information while still making it make sense. You can see the laser goes all the way to the back. It's right at the back of the body line. It's near perfect. When this car is on the ground, I want it all the way on the ground. That's my goal. So we're just gonna do it. That's all there is to it. We're just gonna do it. So that's gonna give us our good line to go off of. We're gonna cut it right there. That'll eliminate a lot of problems for us. Like all this garbage rot will be gone. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna mark this line out so I don't have to worry about being in the way of the laser. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I'll admit, I've been way overstressed about this whole situation we got going on here. Thinking, oh no, I really wanted that rocker moved up there and blah, blah, blah. It ain't gonna be able to because it's, you know, it's garbage. It's completely rotten. None of that matters, I realized. I've completely told myself that it really doesn't matter because I'll just make it work. That's all there is to it. It may not be how it was from the factory, but my car wasn't gonna be from the factory anyways. I don't know why I got so worried about it. So, that being said, I do know I want to get the door in there because whatever I do, this isn't a straight line through here as much as I would want it to be. It curves out, around, and back in. It's almost like a half moon, I suppose. Probably not that drastic, but you get the point. The downfall of all of this is we just got hammered with snow last night. I think we got about 8 inches. in the non-windy areas. Looks a little more out there. I should have really brought that door inside before that, but I didn't because I'm unprepared. So we're gonna go out here into the snow. It's all white because it snowed. I mean, like, this is gonna suck. Thankfully, it's this door I need. Oh, my feet are gonna be wet. Oh, almost grabbed it by the glass. That would have been tragedy. There we go. Oh, could you get out of the way? You're kind of right in the way. Why did I put you there? Oh my God. You can't tell, but it's cold out there. Maybe you can tell. That's why we got snow on the ground. Oh, Jesus. Let's just put there. Let's just, Just one thing at a time here. Maybe I'll just put you over here completely out of the way. Don't go anywhere. Holy cow, this door is heavy. How do we do this, guys? Has anybody ever sectioned the door before? Because I certainly haven't. I probably should have done this all together, most likely. I don't know. There may very well be a better way to do what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do what I'm about to do because it's the only way I can do it. Sometimes, guys, just gotta figure it out. And that's, well, what I'm gonna do. Just gonna figure it out. This is gonna probably look like a sore back tomorrow, is what this is gonna look like. I mean, it's kinda in there. Nope, it's definitely not in there. Oh boy. It's perfect. How do I hold it here? Yeah, I didn't think this part through. Oh, I got a bungee cord here. That's probably safe. Look at our gaps. They're perfect. I'm getting okay at this. So, we know our line is here. And here. We just got to cut that off. Well, if this isn't a good example of what causes rust, look at this. I just cut the bottom of this door off. Look at all the debris that came out of the door. That is all wet down in there. It's all gunk. Years of dirt and, you know, vegetation and water. That's all rust-causing properties right there. This whole bottom of the door is junk too. It's a good thing we cut it off. Yeah, it's whatever. Not the problem today though. Well, I really tried to get more done this weekend. Mother Nature just had other plans with this weather. So yeah, I've been working all weekend long. We still got something done though. I'm a little, I don't know, I'm gonna call it writer's block or stumped on where I go from here. Hopefully by the time this video's out, I've already moved on from this section and figured it out. But in the interim, I just don't know where I go from here. I cut that door skin off the bottom of the door. Had the thought and the idea of sectioning it in, you know, and just making it match the body the rest of the way. But hell, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. And if I'll be able to get that angle the same all the way across, I'm not really sure. So then I had a thought I could get, so I got the square tube. If I get this, kind of bend it towards the body lines, if that makes sense, so it wraps around the body there. Tack it to the body and then build one of these out to that, you know, and tie it in that way. It gives it a little style. But I don't know if I'm just wasting my time doing stuff like that when I should be more focused on, you know, building the entire car first. I'm just trying to make sure I take the right steps so I'm not going backwards, which I tend to do a lot. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I'm gonna think on it, sleep on it. Since I do, I'm gonna spend some time now and get my garage cleaned up because as you can see, we got rusty crap everywhere. It's a disaster. So, like I said, I'm not as far as I wanted to be, but I'm pretty happy with how far I did get. I've never cut the bottom of a car off before, so that was kind of fun. My original plan was to section it all out and just take that bottom section and move it up and weld it back on, but it was so darn rusty, that really wasn't a good option. So we had to pivot, and this is where we are. I don't hate it, honestly, and in fact, I might be better off getting wheels and getting the thing on the ground and see how she looks. That extra swoop at the bottom might take away from the vision I've got. I don't know. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like, leave a comment, any suggestions, ideas. I'm open to people that are more experienced than me, as always. Don't forget to share. And if you haven't, hit that little bell, subscribe. That'd be sweet of you. Anywho's, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching.